Hey guys, welcome back to the show Palace. Today we'll talk about how InquisitorMaster the squad did what, but before we get into that, we first want to shout out two very awesome apps which you have to download. The first one is called Sinking Space Queen and describes itself the following way. Sinking Space Queen is a game with which users can compete with other users to win, and this is the only motto is to sink the maximum number of ship in a rule of space. Sounds really interesting, right? You can go get it on the App Store for iPhones and iPads for free. The other one is called Swipe Up Soccer, and in this game you have to shoot the ball in the goal and beat the keeper who tries to rescue the ball. It is super fun to try aiming as good as possible and shooting as many goals as possible. In fact, the better your goals are, the more points you get per goal. The point of the game overall is to score as many points as possible before the time expires. Also, we want to show you this awesome massage gun. It weighs 0.9 kilograms, is super easy to carry around, is quiet, and overall just extremely enjoyable. It really gives your body an absolute incredibly relaxing experience. It's a must buy for everyone watching this. Also, it only cost $129. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 5, kicking Charlie out of the squad.
Today, a new member will be joining us in the
And
squad.
it's a
Woo! But anyways, guys, welcome Charlie, the newest member to the squad.
Charlie was kicked out of the squad by the squad members. But why did they act so abruptly? They're toxic friends. That's why. They simply have far too much hatred within them. These are the 4 characteristics that we now recognize as red flags for toxic friends, as well how to recognize them. They all fit for the squad. Number 4, they encourage your worst traits. Nobody is perfect all of the time, and I certainly won't claim to be. I'm a critic, a gossip, and a slacker. There's nothing wrong with a little gossip or a split-second judgment now and then. But with my cool new friends, I was pushed to the limit. It was enjoyable for them, and I wanted to make them happy. I made decisions that were completely unrelated to who I imagined myself as a person. I've been causing harm to others. I was dissatisfied. It's all too easy to get caught up in the rush of belonging and becoming who others want you to be. It's difficult to see this in yourself. The best way to assess this trait is to observe how your interactions with others change. How does your family react when you make decisions that potentially toxic friends would support? Are your older friends offended whenever you make a new sarcastic remark? Older relationships will have a better understanding of your true character and will serve as an excellent litmus test for determining whether your toxic friends promote your worst characteristics. Number 3, they have a vested interest in your insecurity. One of the first red flags you'll notice is that you have negative feelings about toxic friends. Not just a little guilty or worried at times. Nobody is perfect, so as long as it happens infrequently, it's normal. Toxic friends almost always make you feel bad. This is due to the fact that you are never aware of your position. Toxic friends don't have a vested interest in making you feel welcome or safe, so you're off-kilter around them. This constant uncertainty corrodes your trust, and at the end result is that you are almost always unhappy. Making small hurtful comments, suggesting that your interests are less important than theirs, or putting down your significant other are all examples of acute reasons. For a friendship to be healthy, there must be a balance, not one person whose needs are met and the others whose needs are ignored. Toxic Friends / True Friends is written by Florence Isaacs. Experts advise thinking about how you feel after spending time with your friends to see if a single remark is cause for concern. This charm is occasionally activated, and you feel wonderful basking in their radiance, but the longer pattern inevitably makes you feel smaller, diminished, or as if you're always trying to catch up. Number 2, your friendship is on their terms. Jade knocked on Charlie's door at 2 a.m., makeup smeared and smelling like rum and coke, weeping because she just had been dumped by her boyfriend, and Charlie was the only person she could talk to about it. Charlie was flattered. She was still moved the following week, when she did it again after seeing her ex kissing someone else. She's been putting her faith in her. She was simply required her assistance. She was the only one who knew what was going on in her life. Every time she needed me, she dropped everything to make it happen. A few months into our fast-paced friendship, she needed an assistant and didn't know where to turn. I knocked on her door just as she had done so many times to mine. Someone shook her hand, but no one came to the door. She knocked once more but remained silent. As I walked away, she heard someone inside giggling. In a toxic relationship, there is a huge disparity between what you give and what you get. Clinical psychologist Dr. Andrew Bonnier said. When Sora confronted Jade about it the next day, she was quick to rationalize her actions. Charlie trusted her because she was making excuses, but the truth should have been obvious to Charlie. She only cared about me when it was beneficial to her. The friendship was also not on the same level. People make mistakes, and you can't always be the most important person in your friend's life. But if it happens on a regular basis and you feel like you're giving more than you're getting, it won't be sustainable in the long run. Number 1, they absolutely refused to respect your boundaries. It didn't matter if it was a drug I didn't want to take, a new song they thought I'd like, or a friend they didn't think was cool enough. My toxic friends thought I could do anything. I'm ashamed to admit that I've given in the majority of the time. Putting your finger on this, especially if you're young and still learning on your own limits, can be difficult. Good friends will sometimes push you to make certain decisions. Consider the last 3 times you wanted to stick to a plan but were swayed away from it to see if your friends are toxic or simply encouraging you to step outside your comfort zone. Do you want to go to bed early but end up staying up too late? Have you tried the new cafe and been told it's not very good? Consider where you've gone astray from your decisions, as well as the consequences of those decisions. Good friends understand that encouraging you to try new things is not the same as breaking your boundaries. Examining the results will reveal whether your friends have your best interests at heart or their own. What do you think about the InquisitorMaster squad? Can you believe that it kicked Charlie? Let us know in the comment section down below. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.